out of time. So I know we still have Janelle and Sarah to go through. Janelle, do you wanna? Sorry, Jamie. So we could talk about this afterwards. Just send me emails and I'll respond to you.
Okay.
Janelle, do you wanna show anything or any issues or any problems you need to get clarified? I'll go past the 3 o'clock because it's the last session. But yeah,
Yes.
let's just talk what we have to do. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, so you see my screen?
Yeah.
So I recall you telling everybody how to connect this, but for mine I have the mine separated because I wanted this the box drain to catch the water from the lot.
That's no problem. Yeah.
And then I wanted the water from the curb and slipper to flow through into this via an inlet drain.
Sure. No problem.
So that's okay?
Yeah, that's fine. You show how you're connecting your curb and slipper to your box drain.
No, I have not done that as yet.
Okay. Yeah, so you just have to make sure, and this is for everyone. You have to make sure and do your inlet design for a typical section of the road. So your inlet design would vary based on your slope and the type of inlet you choose for the road section. So normally you would have a vertical curve opening inlet. So you'd have to design. You don't design each one, but at least design a few for each type of grade of the road that you're choosing. So if you have 100 meters of the road on 5% grade, just make sure that you show a sample calculation for one and do the same for the others, for the different grades also.
Okay, so let me be quick so you could get to see everybody.
No, that's fine. I think it's just you and Sarah afterwards. So you go ahead. Take your time.
Okay. So for the car park, I'm not done, but this is what I came up with. So, there would be like a kind of slotted drain here leading to this road, the roadside on road K.
Yeah.
So it would be sloping this way to that drain, and that way to that drain, that way to that drain, and out.
Okay.
And then for I wanted to do like a entrance only and exit only.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh yeah, sure.
And this is where I propose for the
street
to be diverted. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so it would be here, and then the outlet drain would be here. So that one.
Okay, sure.
The stream here.
Just two more again. Sorry. They're wondering if you have the same problem as No, your Rincon River is on the right of your site. Okay, so you don't have a major river running through your site. Okay, but you just have to be careful. I guess that's because it's out of your site. Just make sure and say that you're having some type of river protection for overflow. So you're having a little berm on the right hand side of your site or whatever.
I wanted to like propose a berm here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And like a ditch here. I don't see any flow into here per se, but just to be safe because here is on the steeper portion. I don't have the contours
No,
done on it now.
no, it's like that. So yeah, that's completely fine if you want to have a Uton channel, which is you consider as an interceptor channel or ditch.
Yeah.
Completely fine.
Okay. I don't. Oh, I extended the length here.
Right. Okay. Good. Yeah.
The only thing is that I wasn't entirely sure of the length because initially I used the intersection side distance to get the length of hair, but I wasn't really getting any specific length when I used the green book. Like I was getting the size of the turning radius and then the 10% for hair. I saw it in the green book display.
Right. Okay. So you don't know the length of that. Okay. So I see you have that westbound lane. You have it both heading west, but then the northern lane you could turn right as well as go straight. Any reason for that?
Where's the in here?
No. On the North Coast Road, your westbound lane. That's the one on top.
Yeah.
You have it going west, but then you have by the T junction itself, you have the arrow going right and straight. You didn't want to make that right hand side lane just a right hand turn into your site.
Oh, so just the reason I placed it there, like I was trying to indicate like you could either go straight or you could turn in. If you come in from the east, you could either turn in on your right or you could like continue the road. Also here make it only a right turn. I think I guess
Well, no, well, I'm just saying that because I see that you have an extra lane you have 2 lanes heading west. So just from a practical standpoint, I don't see the necessity for that extra lane if you have
I understand.
lane and right hand turn lane in one.
Okay, so just make this right only. And if you're leaving from here, you could go this way.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, the same thing as who was it? Udavo or Joshua was saying about no, it was Cortland. Same thing he was talking about initially about having this lane as a. I mentioned it was just a taper length back into your 2 lanes. That you could actually use this to strike off and have that as a median per se, as a paved median. So you actually won't be driving on this part on that right hand lane for your westbound.
Hi, Mr. Ramkisoon.
Hi.
Dr. Smith here.
Hi.
I am going to be logging off soon, but I just wanted to express my gratitude for your assistance to the students throughout the semester, and be in contact with you guys. So whenever you're ready, you can just feel free to log off. All right?
Okay, sure. But we can continue because I'm not finished.
Yeah. You can. Technically, you're not supposed to, but nobody's going to tell you. Nobody's going to tell their creditors anything, so you can.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Bye. Okay. Yeah. You understand what I mean, Janelle?
Yes, I think so.
Let me pull up an example.
Stop sharing.
No, I'm thinking of an example, but I'm not too sure where I would get at, whether it will be in the AASHTO or the MUTCD. We could probably discuss it. Just send me a drawing and just remind me to show it. and I'll send it to everyone.
Okay, so thanks. I think that's it. I think.
Okay. That's it. That's all.
Yes, I think so.
Well, I just looking up the intersection. I just looking through the ASH too, to see if there's anything on it.
For the length.
Well, for the length and also the configuration.
It was in chapter 9.
Yeah, chapter 9 is the intersection. Right. Okay, so I'm seeing something here. I'll have to double check this. You can check chapter 9, figure 950. It should be something similar to what you are talking about, the median left turn lanes.
950?
Yeah, figure 9.50. Well, okay. 9-50. That segment should have something. But I'm trying to find the actual. Hold on. The actual configuration of what I'm talking about for that kind of junction. 1 second. I'm trying to pull up my manual of uniform traffic control devices. Which is a very handy book for your striping and your road signs and so. So if you don't have that book already, you should try to download it.
What's the name of the book, sir?
I don't know if it's free, but you could probably try to download it. Search on the internet and try to download it. In fact, it should be free. I know it has a website. Or manual on uniform. One of those. But it just we just shorthand it as MUTCD.
Okay.
Right. Okay, hold on. So I'm seeing this book. I pulled it up. So let me okay, so you're good with everything else?
I think yes, sir.
Okay, yeah,
I think that's it for now.
Okay, cool. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So this is the book. Manual on uniform. Yeah, that makes sense. On uniform traffic control devices. So you could just search for that, and it'll give you all the information you need on road signage and road striping. The striping is your road markings. So all your road signs and so is US standards, but it's fine to use it. I know there's a segment for that kind of turning, that median gap. Roundabouts. Maybe it's probably I'll waste too much time trying to find it for you now. So these are crosswalk markings and so probably can't find it. Okay, sorry. But you can look up this book and I'll see if I can find it at another time. Oh, okay. It could be something similar to this. Something similar to this is what I'm talking about. For that lane in the middle, on the other side. So say you have your right-hand turn here, or in this case a left-hand turn, with the 2 lanes. The other side of the intersection would be marked off by this, something like this, a paved median with lines across, indicating that you can't go on it.
Okay.
Understood?
So that's elevated because it just looks like a road marking.
No, it's not elevated. It is just a road marking.
Okay. So So that would allow the vehicles to, like the larger vehicles, to turn.
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
needed.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah.
Something. Where would they go?
Yeah.
Right. Like this. So exactly how this is like here. So you have your left hand turn into your, in your case it will be right hand turn into your side, but then this would be um just your striping on your road, and then it would taper back into your two lanes. Yeah, makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
Cool. Right. Yeah. So you close up this. Right. So this is page 288. So you could make a note of that.
But so would it be wise for me to make so many changes to the existing the North Coast Road?
Yeah, it depends on your traffic analysis. I mean, you wouldn't probably have to do any traffic analysis, but yeah, that's fine. That's no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Jamie zone. Close that off. Close that off. Right. Yeah. Stop sharing. Okay, I think we just have Sarah to go through. No, I see some Jonathan as well. Okay, Sarah, you go.
Hi, Sue. Okay, so I'm working on the catchments right now. I'm still working on that. I remember getting some problems to draw it.
Yeah.
So
I saw that email, but I didn't get time to go through it.
I talked to Dr. Cooper, and he told me to talk to the person who's doing drainage in my FYP, because Dr. Cooper will help a lot to like bring down the catchment as much as he could. So I got that. I got through the subcatchments. I'm working on the calculations right now.
Okay, great, fantastic. I'm glad that. Sorry, I wasn't able to help with that.
That's fine. I'll email you progress during the week, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Sorry?
That's it for me.
Oh, okay, cool. No problem. And I saw something from Jonathan coming today. Jonathan, you want to go through anything? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you don't need a yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then that's not a problem. You only need 2 layers minimum. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, okay, Jonathan left. Well, anyone needs any other information? Yes, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it would be like a profile view. So let me see if I could pull up something for that. Give you an idea of what we do. Yeah, your outlet design, well, inlet capacity, would be there. Hold on, let me see if I can get this drawing up. Big file. One sec. Right, so this is your profile here. Let me get one with a culvert in it. Right, okay, yeah, so this is a good one. So it's a typical design drawing that I did for Library. So you have this road profile here, and then you have two box drains on either side. You have a culvert here. So the same thing I was telling Jamie about having the culvert not at the intersection where it's shorter, where it's longer, but have it a little offset from the intersection, so you get a smaller culvert. Yeah, so put a culvert here, then there was a culvert in the center of the road here, and then the next culvert on this side. Same thing, culvert offset from the intersection. So your profile, this box drain, you had this culvert here. Your profile for your box drains to your culvert in the middle, and then profiles of the box drain again to the next end. This purple line here was the profile of the road. But you could see from these lines that it wasn't a constant depth box drain. The depth varied. So then you would call off your grades of the different grades of your box drain, and if there's any breakpoints in terms of change in elevation. Here you had your existing ground elevation with your road elevation, and then your box drain elevation for your left-hand side drain, and then your right-hand side drain with your chainage. So I think God mentioned this to Janelle last class about having your bands with one set of different information, right, instead of having separate bands. So this is just basically two bands here with your chainage. So all this information is on in this is a smaller space than if you were to have like 5 different bands showing all this separate information. So your profile would look something similar to this. What value is not showing up? No, it just go on your profile view, click on your profile view properties, and there's a box that will come up with your elevations, changes, and there should be one called bands. So make sure the bands are selected for your existing ground and your final ground as necessary. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, the same thing. That's the same way as your alignment. Your road alignment and profile. Same way doing it. Yeah, so you're creating a new profile for your drain profile, on whatever depth you need it to be, whatever elevation you need it to be, based on your grade or so. Then you create your profile to suit that alignment. Yeah, so you create your alignment and plan, and then same way how you do your road profile, where you create a road profile view, you're creating a drain profile view. And on your drain profile view, you're creating your drain profile in terms of your proposed drain profile. And you're just putting your labels on that. The same road one. Yeah, so in your card, so the same alignment and the same profile tabs, same way you're creating it. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if you did that, and you could offset it. If you create an offset alignment and you want to create an offset profile, then it shouldn't be a problem. But just make sure your inverts match up. Because as I said, there's some instances where your drain profile has to be deeper than your be different than your road profile because there's a culvert or something. It's not recommended to do because in real world scenarios, you would have situations like those. So it's probably good to get the practice of creating a separate drain profile. But if you want to use that as a start, create an offset profile as a start, then it's fine. Just make sure you don't run into problems with it. Well, that's your minimum, so you don't want to go under that. If you get something like 1% or 2%, then that's a little better. But if you get any 0.5% to work, then that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Sure. Anyone else has any questions?
So for the detention pond, do you know if I would have to do routing or if I could just do the inflow and outflow hydrographs and find the capacity like that?
Yeah, well, that's basically routing. So you would have your drains coming into it. So you would have to know your inflow discharge, well, inflow runoff, and then your discharge. So yeah, that's basically the same thing.
Okay. Oh, and I'm still kind of confused about how you said to do the external drains.
In terms of putting it away from the site, moving it away from the site. But if the case is that you can't get it away from the site, if you can't channel that water away from the site, then you would have to put it towards the site, well, through the site. So don't make it a big issue if you can't. Let me pull that back up.
Okay, and once I direct it around the site, then the only thing on that external drain will be the water from half the road.
Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. So saying this was your different drain. Let me pull up the PDF. Might be easier to work with. Right. Okay. So thinking of having, sorry, drain on this side, drain on that side. Let us say drain high point is at this point, and then you go like that. You're saying half the roadway would drain in towards this drain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And water will be coming in on the right hand side too.
Well, you ideally want to keep your site water on the inside because you would have to drain that towards the detention pond. I mean, does it make sense? Possibly not, but you would have to build a drain. You would have to build a roadside box drain anyway, so whether you build one, whether you build one for just a roadside water or build one just for capturing all this water as well, then yeah, I would suggest putting 2 parallel drains per se. It makes your calculations much easier because you don't have to worry about having a detention pond big enough to see about all the external water that's coming into it. You could keep that external catchment plus a roadside catchment separate. Understood?
Yeah, and the water on the right hand, the complete right hand side of the site,
Yeah.
I would do the same thing as.
Yeah. I mean,
So you would have a second drain as well.
Yeah, on the inside. Yeah.
Okay. So you have 2 drains on the outside, right?
But you have that drain somewhere outside, right? I'm not sure where. They'll just say here.
Yeah.
You have a drain somewhere there. In that case, then you probably won't need to. It depends on the natural contours. If this I'm seeing here, you might actually have a drain come in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just based on how the contours shape.
Yeah. And a stream nest, I was going to redirect it around the site.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you could do that. So you could run the stream like that. But also, this seems like if you have a stream here and a stream, this is probably somewhere. This B right here seems to be somewhere like that. Then this is somewhere here is probably a high point, somewhere where you have a road here is a high point, so you wouldn't need to actually have a drain right on the outside here, because water will just be running this way anyway. So you wouldn't need a drain on the outside because you would see that the land is naturally sloping towards this channel here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that external catchment that I drew would be way smaller.
Which external catchment?
Sorry, it's in the drawing file.
It's in the card?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would break it up into your different drains, into a different segments. So if you have this drain on the left and the right hand side here, then you would split this up into 2 basically.
But it should go that high, right?
No, it would go higher because same thing as the others. You have water coming in from the external site. So let me just put up.
So how do I know where to stop the catchment? Or how much?
It will be based on your high points. Let me put up a new window. Let me go on. Create. It's taking a bit longer. Okay, cool. Right. So your site is Intrinsity, which is somewhere around here, I assume. Yeah, somewhere around here.
Yeah, right underneath.
Right under the blue waters, yeah?
Yeah, a little further underneath.
Somewhere around here?
Yeah, like right.
Right. So just check and see where you have drains, because you should be able to see it. I know just from my experience, I know there's a couple of culverts along this side, and then there's a big drain right here as well. So there's a big drain right here. So there's Savannah Drive. Just make a note of that. There's Savannah Drive there, and then that drain is a drain right here, and then there's a drain here as well. This is a big drain. This is Dinsley Ravine or something. So if you know there's a drain here, it comes along. You have to check the catchment of this, but once it doesn't interfere with the site. So again, you have to check and see where these existing drains are, and see if they interfere with your site. So, for example, if you know, so I think this may be a drain here. Try and georeference a Google Earth satellite imagery map into this drawing and see if there's a drain here and whether it actually flows through your site.
Yeah, it has one flowing.
Right, so you would have to check and see the catchment for that drain. So your catchment for that may be greater than the highway extents, than the boundary of the highway. So you have to check all up here, let's see. So you have to calculate, you have to work out the catchment for that to know what size of drain you need to divert that around your site as a realign channel.
But wouldn't that flow be really big if it's going all the way up to design the drain for around the site?
Yeah, it might be big. It's not a big route, not a big river, so you could possibly still use your rational method. So it's not a major consideration as like what Cortland has to do.
Okay.
This should be simple. Just make your best estimate of the catchment wherever. You might have to extend this surface to capture it, but yeah, let's try and see what you come up with.
Okay, fine. And last thing, for the culvert that you showed going down, how would the one going across look right at that intersection?
If I had to have one left or right?
Yeah.
Similar. So it'll be here instead of here.
Oh, so we'll go down and then go back up? Okay.
Let me pull up a PDF. Hold on. Okay, so what direction does everything flows down, right?
No, only the middle drains flow down, and then the other one goes straight across to the left hand side.
Okay, so you have drains coming here. This one goes down as well, right?
Yeah.
This one goes down.
Yeah.
This one goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other two just go across.
Okay, so that goes there, and then that goes there, that goes there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So what you would actually want to do is I don't see the necessity for cross culverts in this direction and this direction. What you could just do. Wait, how does this road? So this road, the high point is on your right hand side, right? I don't know. I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you might actually want to do is, instead of running a culvert from right to left, why don't you just run this drain into this drain here without a culvert crossing here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make sense?
Yeah.
And you can actually do that with this point as well. You could run this drain from here, go here. So you actually don't need a culvert crossing at this point. I mean, you could, there's no problem. So you can have your culvert here.
I was just thinking the ones in the middle would have been like one size, and then the ones going across would have been one size.
I mean, you don't need to have 4 culverts at the intersection. That seems kind of redundant. Make sense, no?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so what you would do here is actually have a break in your drain. So this would be the new high point of your drain here, a new high point of your drain here. So everything on this side will be flowing here. And this would be a high point flowing back this way, and a high point flowing back this way.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you, but this would be the most practical solution.
Okay. Okay, well, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else from anyone? All right, I think that's it. Okay, guys, thanks for. Okay, whatever. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to make next Friday. I think it's best for you all to get in to finalize everything. No, you can still send emails and so, but I doubt I'll be here next Friday. But I could respond when I could. Sure. Well, okay. Anything else?
That's it for me. Thank you so much, sir, for your help.
Oh, yeah, no problem. It was good getting to know everyone, and I hope you all do well. If there's any other questions or so, you just feel free to email, and I could see how best I could help you all with certain aspects or so. And that should be it. It was good. Hope I presented some knowledge and so
Yes,
you all to understand.
you were really helpful. We really appreciate it.
Good. Well, that's good to know. I hope you all do well, and make sure you all get started on your job resumes and so. Thanks a lot, everyone. Feel free to email whenever you could. Okay, bye.